Hello everyone, Relgan here again to show you the third and last style that is really popular right now. We already saw Ling Hydra Lurker, we saw Ling Hydra Baneling, now it's time for Ling Baneling. So, right off the bat, you'll notice one key difference: I do not stop mining gas. I still went for 2 fast hatcheries and hatch gas pool as in the games before. The Protoss side of things, we see a Stargate, as we saw in the second game, and this time I'm getting drop. Meaning I want to drop Lings and Banelings to the Protoss army, or Protoss spaces. Going to slow it down a little bit right now. So around the 340 mark, I usually get my Evolution Chamber and my Baneling Nest. I make 8 Lings to drop them with 1 Overlord and 4 Lings to drop them with another Overlord. We managed to hunt down one of my overlords, but that just happens sometimes. Getting my melee upgrade again. If you saw the Baneling Hydra video, I also got a melee upgrade in that game. So you could still transition to a Ling Hydra Baneling playstyle or even Ling Hydra Lurker. It's just, I usually prefer to go for a Baneling drop opener if I want to eventually play pure Ling Baneling. One key difference that you will immediately notice, if I pause quickly, usually I would get my lair around the 410 mark. This game I'm getting my lair at the 510 mark. The difference is 1 minute, meaning if I would go for Hydras they would be 1 minute later. And it also means that I have more drones on my minerals because I don't need to mine that much gas. Then again, this time I'm actually mining more gas to invest it into drops and try to damage his economy. Now let's see how that goes. Not good at all. Overlord flies in, he flies away. If you look at the income tab, I'm way ahead in income because his workers are not mining. So I did a lot of indirect economy damage. Still went pretty well for me. I'm going for a fourth base once again. It's getting charged. I'm getting the +2 melee upgrade, the second evolution chamber, so I can also start the armor for my Zerglings. My guesses are not all fully saturated. Now they are. Building another spore at this base. I'm also getting a 5th base. I will need a lot of larvae. Once my lair finished, I'm also getting my Spire and my Infestation Pit, so I can build a couple Corruptors and go for Hive. Right now I'm doing... wait a second. Going to quickly back a little bit in time. Kind of missed that attack, I'm sorry. Let's have a look at this attack. He has only very few units out right now. I'm not sure if this is normal for a Protoss. He can easily clean up these Lings by overcharging his pylons. I built these Lings because I was waiting for my 4th to finish and to drone it up. So here come the Lings. Yep. He was being very greedy, building 8 gateways at a time, preparing for a huge push. Now he does lose some units, but it's nothing major. This is not game-ending damage, this is just very minor damage, because I also lose a lot of Lings. What hurts him is that he loses a lot of probes to the few Lings. That Snook in the back right there. And of course Lings in his 3rd base. So I did do some economic damage. If you look at the worker count, he's still not that far behind in terms of supply. This buys me enough time to get out my Hive. Key point for me is I want to get Hive and I want to get Prudence, and I somehow have to get there without dying. So an attack like this that puts the Protoss back while I do not really lose too much is really good for me. He sees these Banelings, I'm not sure what he's going to do about them. Yeah, it just walls off and the Banelings roll through. Power his gateways, roll in, and even take out 1 or 2 Templar. At home I have my 4th base up, my 5th base up. I'm only mining minerals from these because I do not need that much gas right now. What I need is minerals so I can pump out a lot of flings, and I need larva so I can afford, so I can have the production to build the lings. That's what I need. I'm building some corruptors, of course some more lords. I'm also getting an ultralisk then in case the broodlords do not look good for me. I have a lot of lings on the map right now. If you look at my unit tab, I have 79 lings against 2 immortals and 4 templar. And this is where the corruptors come in again. They dispose of the warp prism really easily. Another warp prism in my main base. So here we see the Protoss 3-pronged attack, attacking me at every base. Now, right now the Protoss is getting ready for his big push, but it's not that big, sadly for him. I'm going to slow it down to normal, so it's kind of in time lapse, but I'm way too far ahead. Now the storms come in, they do a lot of damage to my Zerglings. 4 storms come in and they almost manage to clean up all my units. The corruptors come in once again to snipe every warp prism that he has. The lings dispose of the immortals, the archons, and everything dies. Going to go faster once again. And that's it. I'm now building ultralisks. I could go for a greater spider and morph in broodlords. The game would basically be won. The key point of this build is to build a lot of lings. For that I need a lot of minerals. I have 93 workers and the income of 4.3k in terms of minerals and only 800 in gas, meaning I mine as much gas as he does, but way more minerals. That also means that I can easily dispose of my lings. I can attack him here, lose 40 lings, kill some units and still be fine. Can drop him here, can have a run by over here. I can deal with his drops really easily with lings and corruptors, and I can eventually clean up his army with banelings. Of course, as you saw, Storm is a dangerous enemy. Storm did a lot of damage to me. It's lost, this. He lost more in total. Not quite sure how much damage that attack that I did in the mid game did. But one other important thing is the adrenal glands upgrade. I got it already. And of course the melee upgrades for the Zerglings. They greatly increase the Zergling damage and help them deal with immortals and zealots really well. The other key unit is the Corruptor. They do not only deal with the Phoenix and the Warp Prisms, they also can morph into the Broodlords and eventually win me the game with them. I also built the Ultralisk Cavern. Where is it? Here. I usually do not use Ultralisks unless I know that my opponent has almost no Immortals, because Immortals absolutely destroy Ultralisks. You have no chance at all. But I'm now going to quickly recap this game. Started off with Baneling drops over here, going hatch, gas, another third hatchery. Went for 345 Evolution Chamber and Baneling Nest. Sadly lost my Overlord that was going to drop 8 lings over here. Then dropped 4 Banelings, flew them all around, did some damage, not by killing probes, but by making him stop mining. Then a mid-game attack came right before his gateways finished. Was a bit lucky by me. I did a lot of damage to his Immortals, some Templars, and he lost a lot of points. And then, once my 5-10 layers finished, I built a second Evolution Chamber for the armor upgrades, Infestation Pit, Spire, built some Corruptors, went for a fast Hive, and eventually killed him with Fling, Baneling, Corruptor, before my Ultralisks and Broodlords even finished. If you liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. As always, I've been Railgun and I hope you enjoyed my show. Bye!